Welcome to Carolina Real Estate. Today we're at 707 East Coast Lane in the Seaside Plantation in North Myrtle Beach. And we're visiting with Jimmy Harley, a realtor with Coldwell Banker Chicora's North Myrtle Beach office. Hello, Jimmy.
How you doing?
Who has the listing here, this magnificent home. I love driving into Seaside Plantation earlier today.
Seaside Plantation is the old Gator Hole golf course.
Oh, really?
And it was basically almost a rectangular course. And what they did was they sold off the land, and you have the Lowe's shopping center, the cottages, Ocean Keys, and then on the other side of the large lakes is Seaside Plantation. There's 177 lots in here, about 169 of them been developed. All the homes are custom, and there's about 7 different builders that are built in here.
It is one of a kind. It just seemed to go on and on. I'm amazed that it's only 177 lots in here. It's fantastic.
Well, I know that's the exact number, and I may be off 1 or 2 as far
as
what's developed.
I'm just saying, I mean, it really is a magnificent layout.
Yeah, the developer, I think, did a pretty good job.
Right.
It's a very nice community to live in. It's kind of quiet, and the majority of the people here are very, very friendly.
Yes, very definitely. And it's not too far. You're very close to the beach, so it's virtually walking distance.
Well, this particular house is a block and a half from the beach. Our main entrance, which has fountains and is extremely pretty, is exactly 1 block from Ocean Drive.
Right. Well, it sure is easy to get to. You know, as you think about for you, when you pull up on a regular basis, obviously, and see the home, is there something that jumps out at you, whether it's the driveway? When I pulled up today, the driveway is gorgeous. Just the outdoors, the backyard, everything.
Well, the nice thing about having a custom house is you get an opportunity to discuss a lot of the things with the builder. The driveway was done after we bought the home, and it was it's called stamped concrete, and it was a design that he allowed me to do the designing with him, and I like that idea. The brick that we picked out, we had a tremendous selection of brick to pick out, and we picked this particular brick. And after we moved into the home, as we go later, you're going to see what we did in the backyard with a pergola and a brick wall.
So not only are you a realtor with Coldwell Banker Chicora, but you're actually the homeowner here, Jim.
Yes, I am the homeowner. I'm a licensed real estate agent, and it'll say on the MLS, it'll make you aware of that I'm the homeowner and I'm also licensed, yes. Okay,
well, great. This is a good opportunity, Jimmy. Would you be willing to give viewers a sense, if they were actually here visiting at live time, if they can't be here, would you be willing to give a little virtual tour of the home?
Definitely.
Okay, great.
Would you like to start?
Yeah, how about
it? We're going to go out and come back in the front door.
Okay.
When we walk into the front door, you're going to see a mural on the wall. A very close friend of mine, sister, does that for a living. And she did a heck of a job because I kind of gave her everything I wanted, and she put it on the mural. And then to the right, you're going to see fluted columns, and that is the dining room area. And the dining room and the living room kind of flow like a great room concept. Yeah. One of the things that I like that we designed is the shelving between the 2 rooms.
Oh, yeah.
And in that shelving is speakers, recessed lighting, and then when we go to the right, as we're leaving this area you're talking about, we're going to go into a split floor plan setup where you have your 2 guest bedrooms.
Yes.
The front guest bedroom actually faces the front of the house, and then there's a hallway with hardwood floors. And I didn't mention that the dining room and the living room have hardwood floors.
Yes, they do.
And all the bedrooms are carpeted. So when we get into the second bedroom, which I commonly refer to as the jungle room because I've done an African motif. Instead of putting in a window, we put in French doors, which allows you to go on the back patio.
Oh, yeah. But you've got a gorgeous back patio we'll look at in a few minutes. But
great.
This is well laid out.
Now we're going to come walk out of there, and we're going to come back into the living area. And one of the things I liked about this house when designing it, that it flows very well. So your dining room, great room for living room, flows into the kitchen, breakfast area, into a family room or a den. All that is hardwood floors, except the kitchen is 18-inch ceramic tile.
Right.
When you're walking through here, you're going to see that there is chair rail in through the great rooms area, and that there is a set of custom cabinets on either side of a gas fireplace.
Oh, yeah, the cabinetry is beautiful.
Yeah, well, some guy from Charlotte came down here, and we picked out the bottom cabinets, and then he built above the cabinets with the shelving because we're both into a lot of books and stuff like that, so we wanted to have something. And then when you're going to the left, you'll see the flow. You're going into the breakfast area. Now, just to give you a little hint, that family room at one time was a screened-in porch.
Uh-huh.
Well, we both have families, so we decided we wanted to have somewhere to entertain.
Right.
And I mentioned it to you a little earlier. I had a Super Bowl party here one year with 40 people, and we didn't seem to feel like everybody was on top of each other.
Truly, it's so well laid out.
Okay, now we're going to open these French doors, and we're going to go out and look at the patio itself.
Mm-hmm.
The patio has a pergola or pergola, depending on where you come from, has the same fluted columns that are in the dining room area, excuse me, and it has a wall that is 6 feet high, so it gives you additional privacy.
Right.
And then it has a completely St. Augustine grass.
Mm-hmm.
It has ligustrums across the back.
Right.
And then there's a lot of different azaleas and stuff like that to give you a variety in color.
Yes, you've got a gorgeous back layout, and of course, again, accessible by the African room, by the jungle room.
Oh yeah, you can go out, there's a set of doors in the jungle room, so like if you have company here and they get up in the morning and they want to just go out and sit on the patio, they can.
Right.
And I thought it was a better idea, and so far everybody here likes that idea.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go back in now and we're going to look at the family room or den.
Right.
Basically, this is kind of like our entertainment area where we have the TV and we have a large console there that has all our electronic equipment and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Now we're going to turn around, and now you're going to look right into the kitchen area.
Oh yeah.
A friend of mine is a gourmet chef, and he told me I have a gourmet kitchen. So I think I should emphasize that. It has a gas stove top,
Right.
has a warming drawer,
I see this.
and then it has double stoves, or I'm sorry, ovens, excuse me,
Right.
and all cherry cabinetry and granite countertops.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Stainless steel appliances,
Yeah.
and 18-inch ceramic tile, and in the middle of that floor is a medallion. And when we built it, we asked the guy to do that for us. Now we're going to go towards the
You've got
other
some
side of the
gorgeous
house.
cabinetry in here before you rush out. Here in the around the refrigerator here, just a great.
Oh yeah,
layout.
there's a cabinet that has glass doors,
It's gorgeous.
and that's so that you could just see like your glass and crystal.
Absolutely.
And then when you go past the stove area,
Right.
you're going to see there's a wine rack built in.
Right.
Now, one of the reasons we picked out this particular cabinetry because it has fluted columns, which kind of matches the fluted columns in the dining room.
It sure does.
But it's wood. It's not,
Right.
it's, but it was just something that grabbed our eye when we did it.
And it does now.
Now, when you walk out of here, there's a laundry room straight ahead that would take you into the garage. And there's a half bath on the way on the left.
Right.
And then you have your laundry room, and there's the area along the garage that backs up to the house. That's all fireproof insulation, and the doors are steel. I believe that's code, but I wanted to make sure that he did that.
Right. Right.
Okay, now we're going to go upstairs to the bonus room.
Yeah, you've got a bonus room.
Yeah, now this bonus room is kind of like a man cave. I have all my office furniture up there,
Right.
and then I have 4 or 5 pieces of exercise equipment.
Oh yeah.
And then the reason it's a bedroom is because I put a closet in it, and when you go in the closet, behind those closet doors is another door that takes you into the attic, which allows you to get to the storage area
Right.
and to get to the heating unit. And then there's wood all the way through. You can almost walk all the way through there. One of the things that I did here that's unique is that I put smoke alarms in the attic because I had a very close friend that built a house, and they were only in it like 3 or 4 days, and unfortunately it burnt down.
Wow.
And the fire department people said if you had put smoke alarms in the attic, not only just everywhere else, that probably wouldn't have happened because you would have notified much sooner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're going to go back down.
So you said this bonus room could be used as a bedroom.
Oh, definitely. That's
Okay.
why it's a 4-bedroom, because it has its closet. If you can get away with not putting a closet in, but with the time when I did this in '05, one of the things was you cannot declare a room a bedroom unless it has a closet.
Okay, sure. Well, this is very well laid out.
Okay. Now we're going to go downstairs, and one of the things I didn't mention is all the bedrooms are carpeted. That's because when I get up in the morning, I don't want to be putting my feet on cold tile. This is the master bedroom suite. It has a tray ceiling.
Oh yeah.
It has recessed lighting. It also has speakers that are off that set. And by the way, there's a total of 8 speakers, 2 of which go outside, and the other 6 are through the house.
2 outside, 2 when we came in.
Yes, and
right
then
up at
there's
the front area.
2 in the bedroom, 2 that when we first came in.
Right.
There's 2 upstairs in the bonus room,
Okay.
and then there's 2 outside. And the ones outside are for outside, so they're weatherproof.
Great, wonderful.
All right, now we're in the master bedroom suite. And I like cherry. Everything you see here furniture-wise, a lot of it's cherry.
It's gorgeous.
Now, one of the things that we're really proud of is when we added the den,
Right.
we also extended the master suite's closet.
Look at this closet, Jeff.
Yeah, so I would imagine, I haven't met a woman yet that doesn't like this closet. They all say, oh, wow, this closet's wonderful. I think it's about 16 feet deep and it's about 8 feet wide.
Yeah, it's humongous. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Which is surely for homes that are being built today. I know this is a few years old, but for homes that are being built today, that is a big selling point, making sure the big closet's there.
Yeah, one of the things I've learned in the real estate business that people are very interested in your kitchen,
Right.
your bathrooms, your cabinetry, and your storage.
Okay, right.
And if you can do all those and get it in the right location,
Right.
then you probably have a winner.
Well, a block and a half from the beach sounds like the
Yes.
right location, yes.
All right, now we're going to go on the other side of the master bedroom suite, and this is the bathroom.
Right.
So this kind of goes with that thought process. We have the same granite countertops. We have the same cherry cabinetry. We have double sinks with double mirrors.
Right.
We have a water closet. A water closet is basically where the toilet is behind closed doors.
Right, right.
Over here we have a large walk-in shower that's
Yeah.
probably, you know, it has a very good size and has a really nice bench.
Oh, yeah.
And then right next to that is a real jacuzzi tub made by Jacuzzi. And above there, not to be ostentatious, but we put a chandelier.
I love the chandelier.
Yeah,
We
I
were
think
at
it looks cool.
at a home recently
Yeah.
down in the Prestwick Country Club community that had a chandelier. I hadn't seen anything like it, but it really stands out.
Oh yeah, really, it just, you know, I guess the best way to do it, if you're trying to get in the mood at night
Right.
and you want to just relax in that tub,
Yeah.
maybe just take it easy, put a couple candles on. Well, I turn off all the lights except the chandelier, and it's kind of a dimmer, and it just kind of relaxes you. The whole idea is to, you know, chill out.
Truly, truly. Jimmy, we just got a few minutes. You've got some fantastic drawers and otherwise here in the bathroom. I mean, there's a lot of room for being able to put stuff out or spread around right here between the two sinks.
Let me tell you about the drawers. The drawers, when you're closing the doors, instead of having to slam them,
Right.
you just push them and they go to a certain point and then they close themselves.
Wow, that's fantastic.
The company that made these cabinets for us came in and measured everything.
Right.
So when they tell you that this community is custom homes, it's
Right.
custom homes.
Truly, truly. I noticed in the master bedroom, it looked like above the bed that there were a couple lights there.
Yeah, there's lights. Besides the regular lighting that you see, recessed lighting, I
Right.
put in two small lights.
Right.
And it has its own light switch. So at night, if you wanted to lay there and read a book,
Yeah.
and then later on you don't have to get out of bed. Just push the switch and they go out. So that's another set of lights in there. Plus I have the light with the fan. All the fans here are custom made. Some of them have light packages, some of them don't. I was very fortunate to find a company that's in North Carolina, and we went up there and bought everything.
What part for you, Jimmy, of the home would you miss the most? Ultimately, when it sells and you move out of the area, what part do you end up spending a lot of time at and have a heck of a lot of memories associated
Well, there's not a lot of homes with a family room or den like that.
with? Right.
And there are homes with bonus rooms, but a lot of times they're really narrow.
Yeah.
So I use the bonus room, which I call like a man cave.
Right.
And then I use the den,
Yeah.
and I watch TV in there and I entertain in there. I have some grandsons that are they're getting older, so they come here and we play golf.
Yeah.
And we spend a lot of good quality time together. And I would say 90% of the time in this house is spent in the family room,
Right.
the kitchen, and the bonus room.
And surely outdoors, you've got the great back patio and spending time out there. I'm sure there's parts of the house that you spend more time, but throughout, it's really so well laid out.
Well, because of a split floor plan,
Right.
the guest bedrooms that are on the other side has a pocket door. I don't spend much time. What I do over there is clean.
Right, right.
And then when my friends come, they stay there.
Okay.
You know, I really am more concentrated on this side of the house.
Right. If a viewer wants to learn more about the house or have a chance to come out and see it live time, what's the best number for someone to call?
Area code
Okay.
843-424-1219. And I'd like to mention something.
Yes.
This afternoon, between 1 and 4, we have an open house.
Oh, great.
So if you want to see this property up close and personal, there's signs, directional signs. It'll be in the newspaper Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with a picture of the outside of the house and me.
Fantastic.
The house
Jimmy.
is better looking than I am.
I don't know about that. 843-424-1219, or come out for the open house from 1 to 4
Yes,
today.
and we're going to have free food and water and tea.
Fantastic. Thanks
Thank
so much.
you very much.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina Real Estate with Muriel O'Tuel coming up next. Welcome back to Carolina Real Estate. Today we're at 707 East Coast Lane in the Seaside Plantation in North Myrtle Beach, a home listed by Jimmy Harley of Coldwell banker Chicora. And we're visiting with Dr. Muriel O'Tuel. Hello, Muriel.
Hi, Greg. Good to see you again.
Great to get you in. What about this Seaside Plantation?
I like this area. I love this house.
The home is magnificent.
It is great.
It really,
Yeah.
and Jimmy just gave a virtual tour, and for the opportunity for folks to get out here, they really need to get out and see
They
it
do.
live time.
You've got to see it.
They've just got to see it live time. How about you, Muriel? The excitement of living in North Myrtle Beach. You've been here a little while.
I have, Greg. In fact, my husband and I bought our first little vacation home here in 1967. So
God,
I would teach school in Columbia, load the kids, and come down for 3 months every year.
Is that
For many
right?
years, yes. Loved it.
1967. Well, of course,
1967.
you actually grew up not far from here.
I did. I grew up on a farm, but my hometown was, oh gosh, about 2000, Tabor City, North Carolina.
Right, sure.
And I love this area here because it is a small town, but it's much larger than the one. I think there's about 15,000 maybe here.
Permanent
But
population in North
yeah,
Myrtle?
I
Right.
just love small towns, and it's beautiful here. But as a child in the 50s, we'd come here in the fall and go down to the North Point and watch the fish being pulled in and buy fish. And there were places, we were at Nixon Crossroads, where you could
Right.
fry the fish and eat outside. It was marvelous. The weather was great. The weather is still great. I
yes,
love it.
yes, absolutely.
I love it here.
You know, I think someone told me, did you have is there some tie-in with your first blind date had some tie-in to North Myrtle Beach?
I was thinking about North Myrtle Beach, and it was the seafood here. And when I was growing up, if somebody mentioned seafood, it meant a trip to the beach. And this guy was trying to find a way to date me, and I just had not dated him. He was 3 or 4 years older, and that was real old. So I said no, but I got off work at the drugstore in my hometown, Tabor City, and we were standing out front, and the railroad tracks there were just a mecca for the guys to circle the tracks and see who is around.
Right.
And one of my classmates got out of a car and she said, "Come on, go with us. There's somebody here who wants to see you." And I said, "I don't think so." My parents were very strict, and I got to thinking about that. Going to the beach and having seafood, that was the line there. So about the third circle, I got in the car and we were on our way
Holy
to
cow.
North Myrtle Beach.
Which is what kind of that's a good 30, 45 minutes from Tabor City.
Oh yeah, it's at least 45 or 50 minutes, but that was the place.
Right.
And so I've had a great taste in my mouth for this area for as long as I can remember.
You know, you hear stories of folks driving. I'm sure you've heard the one from Jack Thompson of leaving the upstate and coming down here with Freddie, whatever, and Carol Campbell. They travel all the way down, and you think about how do parents allow it in today's time? But ultimately, they knew you'd be safe.
Oh yes, and I ended up dating this guy and married him.
Oh,
in the
come
60s.
on.
Yeah.
Your first blind date turned into a serious date,
That
which turned
seafood dinner turned into more than just a double dating adventure.
Wow.
It turned into a life,
That's amazing.
a married life. Yeah.
Muriel,
How about
beautiful.
that?
That's very special. And of course, that tied into the homes that you have now. I know you live here permanently in North Myrtle Beach, but you also have rental homes, which have
Yes.
really made a big difference for a lot of young adults.
And that's one reason that I stayed in the area. You know, with access to an airport, there's everything one needs here.
Right.
I can live anywhere, but this is the place I choose because of the old rentals that I didn't want to be bothered with after my husband died. Turned out to be really a wonderful experience because for more than 30 years, I've hosted Campus Crusade for Christ students.
Right.
They're college age. They're here for 3 months. They get full-time jobs. They certainly help the economy.
Oh,
Plus,
yeah.
they're wonderful people, and I just pretend I'm the house mom, and so I get to interact with them. And we also have students from Russia. This year, I already have 4 from Thailand.
Is that
in
right?
place.
Who are
China,
staying here,
who are
that will be
for
staying here for the summer, right.
They have jobs,
Right,
and they
right.
love it. And of course, when they get older, have families, a lot of times they come back to this area because they had a good experience here. They like it here.
Yes.
So that's good.
You have housing to, I mean, enough to have quite a few students here.
Yeah, I
Right.
have about, of course, my apartments are old. They're like old beach houses.
Right.
But I have enough housing for 60 to 90 students.
Oh, come on, Muriel.
So it's like a society, a community.
Yeah, truly. And
It
they
really-
stay here continuously.
For
It's not
3
like
months.
leaving, I mean, they come and leave. I mean, they are here for the
Yeah,
most part
they're-
throughout the summer.
They're here for 3 months,
Right.
and a new group comes in the next year. So it's exciting.
Well, this
a lot
is a
of
form
these
of-
students are exchange students,
Right.
and so it's a good cultural exchange too
Right.
among the students.
Almost a form of mission work for you,
Oh, it is,
enabling
of
them to get
course.
out and spread the word
Absolutely.
here locally in North Myrtle Beach. And that ties in, they come here to work, but they are here principally to spread the word.
Absolutely.
Wow. Wow, that's a big deal.
Isn't that great?
That's incredible. Well, of course, for you, the excitement of having just gotten back from a big trip, would you mind sharing with viewers, we got a couple of minutes, about what you were doing in Estonia?
I was selected to go to Estonia to speak at a women's education conference. I'd met a lady who had become state president, and she said, Muriel, I want you to come to my country. And I'm so glad I agreed to do that. It's a beautiful country. They have been independent after 50 years of Russian rule for like 20 years now.
Wow.
They're very industrious. They're very technology minded. Their economy is growing. They're located on the Gulf of Finland.
Oh, really? Wow.
It is absolutely a beautiful area. I was there when it was cold, so she said, "Come back. It's like Miami later on." So,
Oh, wow.
but
Yeah.
Estonia, Tallinn, the capital city where I stayed, is just absolutely a beautiful area. And you know, the teachers there, the educators there, their goals are the same as ours. They want to provide the best education possible, and the kids are very talented. They, you know, they're like our kids.
Aside from being a lifelong educator and an author of multiple books, you continue to get around in a speaking
Absolutely, yeah.
opportunity as a public speaker, and have
Absolutely.
really made a difference for lots of social groups as well as professional groups like that.
Yeah.
What first got you into public speaking?
Actually, after a long career in education, I went to a conference and I was trying to find out what I want to do now that I am no longer with the schools, and I was encouraged to think about, you know, what I really enjoyed the best. And it was, I was always doing staff development. I was doing, getting things together. I always was having something to say, making remarks, introducing, and I thought, that's what I like.
Right,
And from staff development, it was a natural for me to get up and say a few words, and that's how it started.
You captivate an audience. You really
Yes,
do.
yeah, and stories. I'm
Yes.
full of stories.
Yes, you
There's
are.
power in the story, and I love stories.
And many of those stories have come out in print, obviously, and Footprints on the Heart and the follow-up to that.
Yes.
Is there another one on the way?
Well, Heart Prints will soon be out. Heart Prints are forever. That's the legacy piece.
Okay.
Meaning that we must live the legacy we want to leave. We have to live it every day. And so you do it. We work at it every day.
Yes, truly.
That makes
Muriel,
a
is there a best part of living in North Myrtle Beach? Is there a best part of being here, aside from being essentially a mom to 60 to 90 students in the summertime?
I like living here because I like 4 seasons. I like the weather. I like the friends I've made here. I love the friendliness of new people. I really, most of all, like the diversity. People are here from everywhere.
Yes.
And to be able to be in a place where there's something new going on all the time. There are new people. I just love meeting new people and getting their stories.
And you can live here and not be a big shagger.
That's right. I make friends with them. I have lots of friends who are shaggers, and I don't know, I'm waiting till I get a little older to shag. I just interviewed a 91-year-old guy, and I think I'm going to
Right.
follow him.
I love it.
Yeah, so, yeah, I love shagging and have a lot of friends here who even stay with me during shag time.
That's great.
But I haven't been on the stage yet.
We'll have to catch you on stage another time. Stay tuned to more Carolina Real Estate coming up next. Welcome back to Carolina Real Estate. We want to thank Jimmy Harley of Coldwell Banker Chicora's North Myrtle Beach office for opening up this fantastic home and his listing here in Seaside Plantation. To learn more about the house, give him a ring at 843-424-1219. We also want to thank Dr. Muriel O'Tuel for being who she is, an amazing friend to many, and the mother, as you heard her say, to 60 to 90 students who come here to live in the summer and to make a difference in the North Myrtle Beach community. Also, today's featured website is northmyrtlebeachhomesforsale.com. Long name, amazing results. northmyrtlebeachhomesforsale.com. As you can see, you've got access to all the homes in all the neighborhoods, whether Windy Hill or Barefoot Resort or Atlantic Beach or Chet Crescent Beach or Cherry Grove or Ocean Drive Beach. You've got access to everything. You can search by price, you can search by keyword, you can search by neighborhood, MLS number, however you want to get it done, you can search it at northmyrtlebeachhomesforsale.com. And if you're looking for real estate, look for Carolina Real Estate.